Welcome, Pisces. Welcome to this reading. This is for Pisces Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you've clicked on this video or you just resonate with Pisces energy, all right, is the 12th house of the subconscious. All right, so let's get into this, Pisces. I've already pulled a journey, a soul's lesson that you are learning in this lifetime, and also pulled angels and ancestors. All right, so an energy that is working with you. All right, so the lesson that you are embarking on and the energy that is being offered to you to work with. All right, so going to pull first your path and obstacle before we unveil those two cards. All right, so I feel like you have been diving into a lot of things that have really come to surface, things that have felt uncomfortable. And Pisces, you are that in between life and death. So that is that water sign, that flow in the unknown. So there has been a lot of reveals. There's been a lot of, I feel like, awakenings that have made you much stronger than you realize, right? Things that you've had to encounter, situations that you've had to go through that were to pull you out of your limitations. Pisces is a very kind, emotional energy, very intuitive. So I feel like the universe is wanting you to grow stronger, to see how fearless you are. So yes. All right, so let's see the path and the obstacle for Pisces, please. Path and obstacle for Pisces. See if anything wants to come out. Do 3 shuffles, that's 1. Pisces, path and obstacle. Pisces, path and obstacle. All right. So the path, the frog, learning how to jump and take big risks out of your comfort zone. As the frog is water and earth, this is the energy of realizing how resourceful you are. It's that energy of being put in uncomfortable situations to grow in the discomfort. Frogs do like to be in water more, but when you come into that earth energy, you realize you can jump, leap higher, that you are able to adapt to situations you never thought you could. Being resourceful, being adaptable. This is like the universe putting you in situations, learning, forcing you to adapt to uncomfortable things. Yeah, so that you could see how powerful you are on your own. This is wanting you. Okay, so the obstacle was to follow your own path, to embark on the journey of your own purpose. And it was needing you to break out of cycles that were comfortable so you could truly understand how powerful you are. Like the wolf is the lone wolf. It doesn't follow anybody. So I feel like the universe wanted to break a lot of cycles of, could be in relationships, it could be being codependent, getting so used to routines, you weren't growing anymore. Yeah, so I feel like Pisces has gone through an immense transformation to guide you on your journey. Break open all the pieces of you. So there was a need to break down a lot. And this way, there was something else inside. It's like a pearl inside. So you're needing to heal a lot of past trauma, and I feel like there's a lot of things, a lot of people let you down, that this is how to learning how to grow in those tough situations. It's very resourceful. You're becoming very resourceful. This is what you're meant to grow in different situations. You're being pulled in every which way so that you can understand that your journey was not a small journey. To grow in a different place was to grow your consciousness. All right, so the obstacle, I feel like the obstacle was breaking out of the cycles that you were in, the comfortable, and this was to break you out of that flow of like the fish, you know, they're following a certain stream, a certain pattern. And I feel like this was all about the lesson to teach you to be that leader, be that leader you didn't think you could. And I feel like this was pulling you out of this energy so you could change your direction, be put in those uncomfortable situations. And that practices tolerance, which helps the balance. So yes, this was all about balancing out the wolf energy, the agitated wolf energy, to embrace all and exclude none. So when out of balance, I feel like you may be judging a lot of the growth that you've been going through, questioning. Yeah, I feel like you're meant to grow and change to a different direction, which always feels uncomfortable. And I feel like this is not following somebody else's footsteps. So this could be all about religious or political studies. This could be about just activism, everyday rituals. So the wolf is the guardian of family and tribe. So I feel like you're meant to create your own tribe with something you have been shown, things you've been shown. Maybe that you had to only grow in one certain scenario, and now you're seeing that the universe is really putting you in those difficult scenarios, you know, pulling you out of what you're used to, and you're still able to move maybe in a different way. Like a frog swims in the water, all right? And then when they're put on land, they have to learn to jump. So this is learning growth in a different direction and creating these new footsteps to pass on, not limiting where you can grow, you know. So these are opportunities to take a leap in a direction that is going to mentor others, making these bold moves to change and create these new tracks in the mud. It's almost like the frog is jumping and on the muddy ground, you know, out of the water, and they're leaving different footprints. They're leaving footprints in the earth, in the ground, which is planting new seeds in places that you didn't know you could plant seeds. So this is practicing tolerance. I feel like learning how to breathe outside of water For a frog, maybe you have to breathe a different way, and having to learn a different way to, but that's the evolution. Now a frog only swimming in water will never grow, but when put in those situations where they have to be on land, it creates this whole new way of looking at things, opens new doors. Know that you're strong enough to create these new footsteps, to follow, not to follow the limitations of the past, to be fearless, standing up for others, that teacher that's going to stand up for others. So this could be starting a new project. This could be just moving into a new way of belief system, standing strong, being fearless, owning your true nature, your true desires, standing up for who you are, not keeping yourself small, not running away from situations or swimming away or jumping away. This is the wolf, stand strong. So the obstacle is standing strong and owning who you are. And you will touch others, the right people. All right, so for what you are learning, Pisces, honesty. So honesty is being true to yourself. Are you being honest with what your limitations are? You know, just because something's hard, you can't do it. You know, you might be telling yourself you can't do something because it's obviously harder, right? You have to adapt and grow. So I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Yeah, so I feel like you can't just limit yourself in the belief system of others and expect others to know all the truths about you, because you are your own person. You need to be aware that we all have a purpose, and you can't put that purpose down because others aren't doing it. That's where I think this wolf energy is, where you can't keep your energy small, or you can't, or don't hold yourself back because of others, right? There is this truth within you. If you are aware of your truth, you know you're meant to make these new treks in the mud, this new adventure. You can't blame it on others for excuses. There's no excuses, you know. The only person that you can grow and trust is who you are. Trust yourself. If all else fails, trust yourself. You can't always expect truth from others because others may not know your truth. You can't expect others to always guide you on what to do. Those tough decisions are usually the ones that are made from the heart. So you need to pave your own path. And Pisces, it's like you're that energy that your intuition is so strong that others are not going to be in the same level because they don't see that extra dimension. They don't see that extra sense. They don't have that. That's not further energy. So we all have our own truths. So only expect results that are the only reliable energy you can really trust is yourself. And you hope the best for others. But you can't expect anything. When you expect things, I feel like it's all an expectation is really putting your energy and relying on others. So it's like it's kind of almost like just kind of letting somebody else figure it out. But that's not how we grow. We need to be our own teacher at a certain point. Be true to your spirituality. Be true to who you are. Be true to this wolf energy. And be honest, are you holding yourself back in fear? fear of slipping up and looking silly. Okay, so the ancestors would like to offer you this energy of shedding the old skin. This is transformation. So snake is not like a snake in the grass. This is when those, again, uncomfortable situations, right? A snake sheds its skin, and it's an uncomfortable experience for the snake, but it is transformation. Something has to be taken off, removed. Something that was outdated. You're outgrowing, like the snake skin. It's like a sweater that's too small and you're trying to put it on. That's that old skin. And nothing fits forever. We outgrow energy, and it's positive. You want to outgrow old energy because it's always going up to a higher energy. It may feel harder, and you're going through another transformation, but that is part of the experience. Is you're never going down. Sometimes we do feel like we're in the ruts, right? Raining. You're in this rain. It's, and then you learn that you love the rain. So I feel like this frog is like not resisting the rain, and then when it starts to rain, realizes he's adapting. He has both. He has the balance of the rain and the earth. And it's that realization, it's that awareness, it's that, oh my gosh, moment of clarity that sparks these new footsteps. Taking one thing that you were wanting to hold on to, and then learning something new that is something that you're just stepping your toe into the, you're just stepping your toe into the water to test it out. You know, it's still uncomfortable. And then I feel like there's this moment of a spark where you realize you're creating a connection between these reveals, these tough times, and these growths and these good times. So fear not the uncomfortable, because those are the greatest times for change. So be honest with yourself if you're just wanting to stay in those moments of comfort. Because do not reject the authentic person you can be. Don't reject this where you, instead of taking little steps, it's like you're taking leaps. And you're staring fear in the eye. You know, you're not backing down. You're not following. You're not. Yeah, I feel like when you shed the old skin, something becomes, something that was a negative becomes a positive. It's the combination of the old and the new. It really is bringing this energetic empowerment that you have. And you realize that when you transform and you use this energy and you don't hold on to the old past, and you choose to change and to transform, to alchemize this energy, you realize that you can always count on yourself. That allowing truth to break you out of these cycles. It's like you free yourself from that minimal energy of everything's trying to attack you, and instead you're standing up and realizing you're taking ownership, and you're taking your power back, the strength and courage to take on these obstacles because you realize that every time you have a shift in awareness, your strengths increase, your power increase, your clarity, your knowledge. You become less in fear. Yeah, that these times of destruction, of chaos, always bring in a transformation that is very powerful. And it breaks out of what you thought was what you wanted to be, and you realize that was just holding you back. Creating new prints. Okay, so we have a time of, I feel like your mind was very active on how many different directions, which way to turn. You're being pulled different thoughts, ideas. So this is the Four of Swords. So this is putting your mind at rest. You're putting your mind at rest. You're not allowing things to penetrate your mind. You're having a moment to think. There's been a lot going on in your mind, I feel like. It's really stirring up. So I feel like you're closing off outside opinions, outside perceptions. And this is what that lone wolf is. You're already closing off others from getting at your mind. And I feel like you are taking this wolf energy, because once you close off your mind from other people's ideas and thoughts, you are able to sit with yourself. You could be meditating, you could be releasing a lot of old thought patterns. So when you're releasing all this energy,